Corin from Greenwood Bonsai Studio here in Nottingham. I'm going to do a short video for you on this Katsura maple. This is an Acer palmatum Katsura. It's a cultivar Japanese mountain maple. It's in my own personal collection and I've owned this tree for about 5 years. Here's a photograph of when I first bought this tree. It was in quite a small rectangular pot and the branches weren't that developed. It had just come into leaf, but I did manage to slide it out of that pot and pot it on into a more suitable handmade oval bonsai pot, as you can see. In early spring, it leaves with quite a bright orange colour. And this third photograph that was taken just about a month later as the spring growth has dulled down and you've got a mature leaf colour to it. And here's a photograph of it after I'd owned the tree for 2 years. Here it is this year, so this is 5 years on from the first photograph that you've just seen, and you can see it's really started to fill out. It's grown very well this year. We've had a lot of late frosts here in early spring in the UK, so this tree has been in an unheated greenhouse just to shelter it from the frost. Katsura always leaf quite early. They're one of the first Japanese maples to come into leaf here in the UK. So this one has got a head start on some others. And because of that, it's got quite a lot of shaggy growth here. It's already putting out and it wants pruning back. And one of the main jobs we're doing now here in Nottingham at the moment is doing this early spring pruning of Japanese maple. If we let these growths get too long, this extension get too long, we'll get thickening of branches, and particularly the upper part of the tree. That isn't what we want. So we're going to take a good clean sharp pair of scissors and we're going to start to prune this back to shape to get the canopy more organised. So we can start just here on this sort of side and always trimming, I say with a good clean pair of scissors, trimming back to an internode, back into the tree. All these leaves come out in pairs, so you can see here we've got a pair of leaves here at this point, another one here and another one at the tip. So we'll go back 1 pair, 2 pair, 3. We'll go back to this pair here and remove those 3 pair of leaves. And I'll just work my way round this side of the tree doing that. It's always better to do it as precise as you can. You know, this is a quality tree, it's one of my own trees. And this isn't the time for just sort of shearing trees over and that sort of thing. It's not really what this tree deserves. You know, it's in a fairly good state of growth, and it deserves a bit of time and care spent over it to make sure that when we prune this, we're pruning at the right place. We're not leaving any long stubs. We're doing it to the best of our abilities, and a few more off in here like this. And as we get to up here to the top, it's always just finding these long shoots, just chasing them back to see where they come from and taking it back to 1 or 2 pairs of leaves on the tree. So just work your way over the tree, try and be quite methodical about it so you don't miss out any sections. Just like this. You can see I've already done this section here and this section here. We'll do it to this sort of standard, and once I've done this standard I'll have another look, and I might even then go in and trim individual leaves off. This leaf's quite large, I'll take those pair of leaves off. We might get a few that are go in between the foliage pads, or just an odd errant long leaf like this. You know, people say, oh, you know, they look at my maples and say, oh, you've got lovely small leaves. How do you make your leaves small? Well, one of the ways I make these leaves small on this tree is by cutting the big ones off. Yeah, it's not magic. Yeah, if you cut the big ones off, then the average leaf size of your tree is smaller and it looks more sensible. So this sort of pruning, as I'm doing it here in early spring, this actual procedure I might do 3 or 4 times this year, just depending on how much the tree grows, depending on how much I feed it and what sort of weather we have. So we'll just continue to work our way around the tree, taking these shoots back to get it into shape. So now I've finished pruning this tree. It's going to go, at this time of year, there's no chance of any late frost, fingers crossed. So it's going to come out of the greenhouse, it's going to live outside, a little bit of semi-shade to start off with, and, to keep it out of the full sun. It hasn't yet been fed this year. I find with these Acers, if I feed them too early in the year, they put on excessive large size leaves. But now it's in leaf, the leaves are fully out and hardened off. We'll feed it with Greenwood Bonsai fertiliser. We feed about once a month with Greenwood from about May through till the end of September. So this can have its first dose of bonsai fertiliser for this year and just go outside with my other Acer bonsai. Hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please like and subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos. We've got quite a few now, all sorts of different topics. Thank you very much.